In 2014, Minecraft was only a couple of years old. At that point, I'd been making Minecraft videos for just over 3 years. Millions of videos from thousands of creators have been poured onto YouTube and other places. The Minecraft takeover in 2014 was in full effect, whether that be creators, storytellers, map makers, musicians, painters, artists, everybody joined in. The only ones who hadn't are the ones who love to spend more time and money than anyone else on these sorts of things: the movie studios. In this video, we're going to be talking about the entire Minecraft movie timeline, from the moment it was announced to now and into the future. This movie has been in development hell for well over 10 years, but with the recent cast announcements like Jack Black playing Steve, with filming officially started and more being announced, things are hopefully looking up from here. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. In the before times of 2012, the world was in a very different place. Minecraft had only just been released about 2 years prior. In only 15 months, Minecraft had made over $80 million in sales. Sean Parker, the guy who co-founded Napster and was a former Facebook president, tried to invest in Mojang's early days, but that didn't pan out. At the same time, Hollywood kept contacting Mojang, begging them to make a TV show. In 2012, Carl Manna, Mojang's former CEO, told The Times, "We've been approached by a number of high-profile producers and asked to do TV shows. We may do that. It's hard when you don't have any experience and someone comes to throw these ideas around. We have so much to focus on with just the game development and growing the business. But if the right idea comes along and the right people we'd want to work with, we'd say, why not?" While we never saw any Minecraft TV shows come out of these talks, we have seen our fair share of Minecraft being featured on television. Frankly, it's just interesting that this is where it all started. In 2014, a Minecraft fan film was announced, created by Brandon Latch, titled Birth of Man. Brandon, at the time, had worked on marketing campaigns for movies like Cowboys and Aliens, had appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and had even launched Rocket Jump alongside YouTuber and creator Freddie Wong. The fan film was pushed to Kickstarter and was looking to fundraise $600,000, with the film being slated to release for free on YouTube after its completion. After raising $64,000, Minecraft creator Notch demanded that the film be canceled and be taken down, stating on Twitter that, "We don't allow $500,000 Kickstarters based on our IP without any deals in place." Considering that the project raised all that money in less than a day, understandably, it would hit Mojang's radar. Weeks later, on February 27th, Notch took to Twitter and officially announced Minecraft the movie in a tweet saying, "Someone is trying to leak the fact that we're working with Warner Brothers on a potential Minecraft movie. I want it to be the leak." Deadline Hollywood had announced that Roy Lee, alongside Jill Messick, were going to be producing the movie with Vertigo Entertainment. A couple months later, in October, Mojang COO Vu Bui talked to The Guardian and said, "A movie takes years, especially a large budget movie like this. It's still in the beginning stages, and there really isn't a clear picture yet of what this is going to be. Once there is, I'm sure we'll share more." Soon after, Warner Brothers announced the hiring of Sean Levy, director of the Night at the Museum franchise, who would later direct the upcoming Deadpool and Wolverine film to direct the Minecraft movie. Levy was set to write the film with husband and wife screenwriting and directing duo Kieran and Michelle Maroney, who notably wrote the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes: A Game of Shadows movie. "We don't want any story that we make, whether it's a movie or book, to create some sort of 'this is the official Minecraft, this is how you play the game' thing. That would discourage all players who don't play in that way. When coming up with a story, we want to make sure that it's just a story within Minecraft as opposed to the story within Minecraft." At this point, everything was looking good until it didn't, naturally. A few months later in December, Sean Levy cited creative differences with Mojang in an interview with the Wall Street Journal, saying his vision for the movie wasn't exactly a comedy, but had more of a Goonies flair, before quickly saying he couldn't say much more, and then talking about the film industry's history with bad video game to film adaptations. At this point, things for the Minecraft movie weren't looking too good, but that all had to change at some point, right? On June 21st, 2015, Mojang COO Vu Bui took to Mojang's website to announce Rob McElhenney of It's Sunny in Philadelphia fame as the new director for the Minecraft movie project. According to websites with insider information, the budget was supposedly upwards of $150 million. To put that into perspective, Avengers Endgame, a movie that this movie was supposed to launch directly after on May 25th, 2019, cost $325 million. In no world did the Minecraft movie budget need to be that high, but hey, you do you, Warner. They also announced that the movie would be released in 3D and IMAX formats nearly a year later on June 27th, 2016. So again, we have a release date and director, but who's the writer? In October 2016, Jason Fuchs was announced to write the script. A month later, Steve Carell from The Office and Despicable Me were supposedly brought in to voice an unknown character. When Warner Brothers was asked, they had no comment on the casting, and that's honestly the last we heard. It wasn't until almost 2 years later that Rob McElhenney had left the movie in August of 2018. Here's what he had to say on the Happy and Sad Confused podcast.
I'm comfortable talking about it because them at this point. I mean, it was a massive swing for them. And I took this short and I pitched it to the people from Minecraft, and then I pitched it to Warner Brothers, and they hired me. Video game movies that I've seen in the past, most of which don't work, is because there's already a fixed narrative. And the experience of gaming is that you're a part of the narrative to a certain extent, right? And then all of a sudden you see it up in movie form, and you're like, well, now I'm
passive.
I'm a passive, right? And so I thought one of the greatest assets to Minecraft was that it didn't have a fixed narrative. I thought, what an amazing tool, much like Legos, right? Except now you're talking with infinite possibilities because it's digital. And then I pitched a very simple story about people taking agency over their own experience in this digital landscape, and they went for it. And where we had a script that was in pretty good shape, and you know how it works, they're always rewriting. We had an art department, we had a visual effects house. Steve Carell signed on to star in it. We had stages booked. It just slowly died on the vine.
After he left, Aaron and Adam Nee took up the mantle of rewriting the movie, and then the film was delayed. If you hadn't heard any of Rob's experiences, we're not shocked. Prior to writing this, we hadn't either. As we came to find out, this interview was recorded in February of 2020, meaning it was immediately lost in the noise that was the beginning of COVID. In January of 2019, Peter Sollett was brought in to direct the movie for Warner Brothers. It was announced that the story had officially been changed at this point, and a concept was revealed to the public per Variety. The story follows a teenage girl and her unlikely group of adventurers who, after the malevolent Ender Dragon sets out on a path of destruction, must save their beautiful blocky overworld. It was also announced that Jill Messick, who had been part of the project from the very beginning, had unfortunately passed away, but would still receive a posthumous credit as a producer. Alongside this, they had announced Vertigo's Roy Lee was still on the project, and John Berg would be joining, with John Spates executively producing. On April 16th, 2019, Mojang officially announced their release date for the movie again, March 4th, 2022. The movie is only 1,053 days away, or 34 months, or 150 weeks. You get the point. Luckily, Peter Sollett will still be there to make sure everyone stands in the right places and delivers award-worthy performances. If only we were so lucky. 2 months later, Allison Schroeder was announced and hired to help write the script and co-write the story with Peter Sollett. At this point, this is pretty much the last we heard. And then COVID. October 2020 rolls around, and when the world went into shutdown, the project was once again put on pause. In the 7 years that we're up to at this point, it most certainly felt like every time we got close, it was pushed away. The Minecraft movie didn't just get a pushback though, they had completely wiped its release date away. Frankly, in the state the world was in, nobody could really blame the studios. What had once been a promising idea was about to go dark again, this time for a bit longer. 2 years later, in April of 2022, the Minecraft film was officially announced to be moving on without Peter Sollett and Alison Schroeder. Jared Hess was announced to direct, and Jason Momoa was reportedly in negotiations to star in the movie. Chris Bowman and Hubble Palmer were tasked with rewriting the script for Jared, and 1 year later, in April of 2023, we were given our current release date, April 4th, 2025. What we know right now is very little, but it feels like we've been given quite a bit. On top of Jason Momoa, Matt Berry from What We Do in the Shadows, Sebastian Eugene Hansen from Just Mercy, and Danielle Brooks from Orange is the New Black have apparently joined the cast. Jack Black officially announced that he has been cast as Steve, with Jennifer Coolidge, Jermaine Clement, and Kate McKinnon also joining the project. Due to the 2023 SAG-AFTRA strikes in July, the film shooting had been delayed, but supposedly, principal photography had officially begun as of last month in New Zealand, as reported by the Salt Lake Tribune in January. Jared also stated, "We're shooting in Auckland on these ginormous sound stages. The production designer is the guy who did all of the Lord of the Rings stuff, Grant Major. I think anybody that does any IP, they're just wanting to avoid an ugly Sonic situation. I just can't disappoint the 10-year-olds or they're going to murder us." And finally, just as we're finishing scripting this video, Danielle Brooks traveled all the way from New Zealand back to Los Angeles for the SAG Awards. Chatting with Variety News, when asked if she had played Minecraft before being cast in the film, she said, "No, I'm not gonna lie, I'm learning it though. I'm just glad they have people on set like the creator and people that are really in tune with the game to help me, because the little person I've created keeps hitting into trees or keeps falling off of a cliff. I don't know what I'm doing, but I will learn it. I have an Xbox in my trailer." When asked if she's had to do any stunt work, she said, "I've been harnessed a few times. I've got a weapon, I'll tell you that much. It's really Jack Black. He's the one who's doing the heavy lifting here. He's doing some flying and having all techno fire coming behind him." She also said she was signed on until the end of time. When asked if she'd be in more Minecraft movies, she said, "I know the fans will not be disappointed with the world they've created. The movie is pretty magical. Let's hope that's the case." So, what do you think? Do you think that this movie is ever going to come out? Which director would you like to see take the mantle if Jared can't handle it? Who would you cast? Let us know in the comment section down below. I hope you all enjoyed this video. My name is AntVenom, this video was written by Michael McChill, and thanks for watching.